Hello, my darlings. I hope you're doing well. And today I am here to have a conversation with you around change and the importance of you really becoming aware about your relationship with change, because change is something that is going to be more and more uh, constant. Okay, so in fact, in some respects, the only thing that's going to be constant in everybody's life is change. So the quicker we embrace change and become aware of our relationship with change, the better. And what I have seen is that since, COVID, change has been feared, right? So when I say to you, actually now, your life is going to change, how do you feel? What are the feelings and the emotions that come up around change, around your life changing 360 degrees? Because everybody's life is changing. Everybody's life will change more and more. And the sooner that we up level our relationship with change, the more the more freedom we will experience. Now, as I'm talking about this, it is absolutely incredible. I want to show you these little sparrows that literally have come out of nowhere, that are literally flying. Can you see that? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I have never seen that. Incredible. So these birds, these sparrows are coming to demonstrate the power of change, right? And it's an aspect too of kind of a metamorphosis of change that everybody is going through. And some of these changes are going to feel intense. And the only reason that they're intense is because we resist them. It's because we want to control the change. It's because we want to own, not own, but know what's going to happen next. And we are in a world now in the new earth where actually the unknown is where magic lies. Like the unknown, like we don't have to know. We don't have to know. All we've got to do is we've got to follow the inner guidance, the inner calling, and trust our own instincts. And this is what I really, really teach and bang on about in Divinely Prosper. If I was to say to you, what is the one big thing that Divinely Prosper does for the women, the highly advanced spiritual women in that group? That's what it is. It's like, it actually is like an alchemical container that really helps the woman to trust her own innate wisdom, her own innate knowledge, and grow her intuition. And this is the most crucial aspect of divinely prospering. It's the most crucial aspect in this world. You can actually see the little sparrows coming around now. Oh my God. And because actually we have been programmed to trust on the outside, give meaning to the outside influences, give meaning to other people's opinions, put our faith in coaches and healers who are positioning themselves that they know more than you do. And that is not true. That's disempowering. What the truth is that you have got the power, you have got the wisdom, you have got that inner knowing. And when you tune into that inner knowing that may not make sense to anybody else, you will only experience miraculous, mind-blowing, unimaginable, incredible experiences. And yes, when you're going through big change, so I know there are a lot of people going through changes of jobs, are being kind of pushed by the divine, different circumstances coming in for people to make the changes. And what I really want, and what I really feel, while one of the big reasons why I'm put on this planet, is to have people change through love, change through empowerment, and that people will not have to make changes through forced change. Forced change means getting so uncomfortable in a situation, in a job, financially, in relationships, that they are forced to leave through pain, loss, and discomfort. It doesn't have to be like that anymore. When you are willing, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, when you are willing to change, to allow the change, and to feel empowered and know your worth and give yourself the permission to break the rules of that have been placed on you about limitation, to break those limited rules and to step into thriving where you are making changes through goodness. Like when I got the guidance that, and the guidance really to move to France, lots of people were, but what's wrong? I'm like, there's nothing wrong. It's like, it was just a calling. I could feel the change, just like Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins actually is really a great metaphor, where she came in on the wind when she was guided for her presence through change. She brought change then through the whole family, and then the winds changed and she moved on to her next assignment. And this is exactly what's happening for you, for each and every person at this time. So I want you to, first of all, what's really important, there's a couple of things that are going to help you through the change, because change is happening on every level. There are people going through changes in relationships, changes in jobs, changes in country, changes in counties. And these are things that they would have resisted. They would have said, no, I'll change, I'll stay within the same county. But actually, no, they had to move into another county that they don't know, where they don't know anybody, and they are moving county. Or in my instance, I had to move country and into a county that I actually didn't know. I only visited it a couple of times. So I had to actually completely uproot, not just me, but my husband, my children. And this is the kind of change, but the liberation, the joy, the gratitude, the unimagined life that I've been rewarded. Yes, it took courage. It took courage. So what is required for you to embrace change? And the sooner that you embrace change, the easier and the more miraculous your life will actually start to get, because this is the heaven on earth, embracing change, right? And the more that you embrace change, the more liberated. It's very much part of liberation, embracing change. So I am going to ask you now, when I say to you, you are going to change your life in the next 4 months. What is the feeling that comes up for you? Is there any fear inside of you around change? Where is it in your body and your energy? What color does it represent? Whose is it? Is it partly yours or is it partly someone else's? And now what I want you to do is I want you to acknowledge it. It's like, I see you, you see me, we see each other. Now I want you to think about all the changes that you have made in your life. Have they all been good changes? Going through them, it stretched you, it expanded, because change from a vibration point of view equals expansion. Change equals expansion. And I really believe, and I really know from my own personal experience, any change that I have taken has always been good. Even though change that I would have termed as not easy, as challenging, even the things of even like my mother, the change that happened in my life when my mother got diagnosed with motor neuron disease was one of the most difficult changes that I accepted, and that gave me and my mother peace, and that transformed and transcended into liberation for both of us. And I thank and have deep appreciation for that level of change, because I really expanded, and it was mind-blowing how my mindset changed and how my energy changed through that process. So even if change through losing a loved one on whatever, I mean, we never lose them because they've gone. Like, I have a great relationship still with my mother, who still communicates with me on the other side. It gives me so many signs. I feel that she is my spiritual partner. And so it's like, oh my God, all change is good. And so this is what we're going to embrace. We're going to bring in, if you're ready to embrace this divine truth, and wherever this uneasiness around change is, on whatever level, and if we are now going to bring in the energy of the freedom of change, the expansion of change. Change is always for our good. The liberty, I'm hearing liberty, the liberation that comes with change. What color does that represent? And I want you to breathe that color and that feeling into that area of your body, into that color that you had. And I want you to keep anchoring and breathing that in through every cell, every atom, every organ, every layer of your skin, into your energy, into the room you're in, the home you're in, the street you're in, the country you're in, out through the whole wide world and out to the galaxies. You can hear that, Elodie, my neighbor here. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now, the other thing that's going to help you about opening up and supporting you through change is anchors. So we have this in the Divinely Prosper portal. They're high vibe anchors, or any aspect. They're vow breaks, high vibe anchors like mantras. The divine always has my highest good in mind. So any change that comes in, unexpected change, when you say that anchor, it brings you straight into divine truth. And actually, you're able to be steady and grounded in your own energy. Right? So these anchors. So the other thing that I have is I have paintings and photos. So one of these amazing photos I have, which connects me with Christ consciousness, are these. I'll put a link into this video. So one of the girls in Divinely Prosper, Sarah, she does incredible paint photos of working with water, and those pictures, literally, when I look at them, for me, they anchor me into Christ consciousness, and water is source, like that source of water. It carries you, the power of water. It's cleansing. I just find it incredible. And I was recently gifted an incredible high priestess painting by Alexandra, another lady in Divinely Prosper. I'll put a link to her site. And I am feeling and I'm using that beautiful High Priestess commission that she has done for me to really, really support me. So it's these, I then also use crystals. So crystals would be another way of anchoring, of really supporting you. Flower essences, another way of really supporting you through the changes. And these are really, they're anchors, but they're like stepping stones. They're really, they can be also cloaks of energy. That's another thing, like imagining and cloaking yourself in a beautiful color, that vibration that will really, really help you through change. And also what's really important is cleansing your energy. And this month, I really feel there's going to be a lot of change because we have a double violet for September 2023, because the double violet is, violet is purification. It clears, it transforms, it transmutes. It is getting you to raise your vibration. It is, so therefore also, things that no longer serve you, that are no longer aligned to your highest soul's identity, your highest soul's plan, the expanded you that you now are. This is all, it's coming in through the winds of change. We can also see like the cycles, if you look at Mother Nature, like how she embraces change of all the seasons. And the more that us humans, souls, recognize and embrace change is good, like that could be a mantra. All change is good. All change is for my highest good and highest purpose. Then it's going to be magical. It's going to be absolutely magical. So, are you ready to embrace the changes through the frequency of love, liberation, freedom, and divine connection? That is my question to you. I'd love to hear your response under this video about what you took away and what are you you're watching this, what are you being called to change? Where are you resisting change? Where are you afraid to make changes in your life? And it can also be closing down containers that no longer bring you joy, closing down containers where you feel the energy, but you're holding on because of the fear of the change. And so these are the kind of things that, and making changes even in your programs, in your offers, all these changes are coming in because there is this new higher wave of potentiality that is here, and you're being invited onto that wave of positive, empowered change. So that is it for me today. That is your inspiration, your message from Goddess Isis and the Divine Council of Love and Universal Light. And I would love for you to share this with anyone to help them make those changes through the energy of ease and grace over lack and limitation. So sending you so much love. Mwah.